next thing that I want to talk about is how to figure out how many calories you should be eating. I'm gonna show you guys how to figure out what your BMR is. So your BMR is gonna be your basal metabolic rate. However, this is the amount of calories that you should be eating. If you are laying in bed all day, you're not doing shit. There's a calculation, and I'm gonna write the calculation out and show you what mine is. The calculation, if you're a woman, is 10 times your weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times height in centimeters. We're gonna minus 5 times your age in years. Minus 161. Let's calculate that real quick. This is what my body needs if I'm laying in bed all day. Now, the more muscle you have, the more calories your body needs. I mean, I'm not like the most jacked person in the world, but I got some muscle. I'm gonna increase mine to 1200. Now, how many calories should you eat? Let's talk about it. Now, there's something called your total daily energy expenditure. So that is how many calories am I eating a day to just maintain where I'm at. So my BMR is 1200 calories. What is my TDEE and how do I calculate that? So when you guys figure out your BMR, you're then gonna go to your TDEE and you're gonna look at these numbers. So I have a little graph here so you guys can figure out what to calculate for yourself. Sedentaries, you're just like, you don't even work out. You just like go through the motions every day. Lightly active is if you work out once or twice a week. Moderately active, 3 to 4 times a week. Very active, 5 days a week. Super active, more than that. I sit at a laptop most of the day. I do live in townhomes, so I would say that I'm probably moderately active. So I'm gonna take 1200 times 1.55, that is gonna put me at 1860 calories. So my calories, if I wanna stay where I am, is 1860. As I already said, my TDE, this is where I maintain, and this is my beauty, right? So what I would do is not go lower than 1500 for me personally. I'm gonna stay here if I wanna lose weight. Now, if I wanna gain weight, we are putting some mass on this ass, right? So what you can do is you take your maintained calories, you wanna build. You can't build without upping your calories, okay? So I would increase my calories 10%. It really depends on the person. Rule of thumb for me is I'm like, hey, start at 10%, see how that goes. I hope this makes sense and it's not too overwhelming. I wanted to break it down in the sense of I wish I would have had this when I first started working out, when I first started training and figuring all this out. I'm like, how do you know how many calories I should be eating? I'm a control freak, so I would have loved someone to break this down to me. Maintain, bulk, cut. None of this. Comprende?